In 2014, Ukraine had a democratic revolution. Voters replaced a pro-Russian regime with a more Western-friendly government. In response, Russia annexed the Ukrainian territory of Crimea and backed separatists in Russian-speaking regions of Luhansk and Donetsk.
I signed a new executive order today that gives us the authority to impose sanctions not just on individuals but on key sectors of the Russian economy.
Russia was kicked out of the G8, and many in the West thought Putin's ambitions would stop there. Then late last year, Russia began military exercises on the border with Ukraine. Thousands of soldiers with heavy weaponry were involved. At the end of the exercises, they didn't leave.
We're talking about more than 100,000 troops now that are being built up.
Not 1 inch to the east is what we were told in the 1990s. And what happened? We were duped. We were brazenly duped. There were 5 waves of NATO expansion. And now these missile systems are appearing in Poland and Romania.
A flurry of diplomatic efforts began across the Atlantic. The French and German leaders personally met with Putin. Even as recently as the start of this month, Russian analysts were sceptical about the threat of a full-scale invasion.
100,000 troops is not enough to conquer Ukraine, not by a long shot. Second, if you are openly amassing troops at borders, obviously you are doing this in order to convince everybody that you are unhinged. This does not mean that you want to invade.
Ukrainian political leaders implored the world to stop Putin's aggression.
The question, war or peace in the world, now is being decided here in Ukraine. And assisting Ukraine now, you're investing in your own security.
But the warnings of world leaders at the Munich Security Conference did nothing to deter Putin, nor did the threat of further sanctions.
We have reason to believe the Russian forces are planning to and intend to attack Ukraine in the coming week, in the coming days. We believe that they will target Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, a city of 2.8 million innocent people. We're calling out Russia's plans loudly and repeatedly, not because we want a conflict, but because we're doing everything in our power to remove any reason that Russia may give to justify invading Ukraine and prevent them from moving.
Ukraine's military has improved since 2014, but it is vastly outnumbered by Russia's size and technological superiority, with predictions Ukraine's soldiers will have to resort to guerrilla warfare in and around the major cities.
Around 60% of Ukrainian population, adult population, is ready to take the weapon and fight. So that's extremely high readiness of population and extremely high resilience of population. So in such a situation, we see that it's like a suicidal decision to try to occupy and keep Ukraine like a whole country.